Yes, it's me again. This is a fault. Oh, wait a minute. That trigger warning is old. Was that on last night? I hope that wasn't. Okay, let me go to the banners and let me remove that banner because we're not, at least I don't plan on talking about mass shootings today. Oh, look at that. I'm Finkel. I watched my impromptu from last night and I realized I forgot the main reason I did it. And I saw something that called me Sergeant Sparkles. Yeah, gotta be careful because when people play tricks and jokes and practical jokes, it carries over into your next. I got Brick Jones once. The boys, the guys, they keep getting me. All right, Just Muxter. I know where you YouTube, so watch out. Okay, so last night after I switched my computers over to work, I'd been thinking about a song I'd heard, and this group of people who are making accusations without any substance on the Benghazi rabbit, the white rabbit, the rabbit, Billy, whatever you want to call them. So I used my burner cell phone, my burner iPhone. It's set up just for Wi-Fi and YouTube shit. No cell service. That phone actually has no cell service. And because I was like watching the work activity, because I was about to not log on, I was actually already logged on to work. I was about to actually start to be on shift. I forgot the whole reason. I am not a singer. I suck at singing, so I'm not going to sing this. And I don't know how strong the copyright is, so I'm not going to copyright it. But there's a song out there by a group called Jefferson Airplane. I think for a while they also went under Jefferson Starship. In fact, I had to Google it because I couldn't remember the name of the group. This is how old this song is. I wonder if is there a copyright? Not sure. Well, it's been around a long time, and I've listened to it many times on the radio, on people's stereos growing up. I never really paid attention to the lyrics. Some of them caught me. One pill makes you larger, and one pill makes you small, and the one that mother gives you don't do anything at all. It seemed to be a spoof on the Alice in Wonderland story. But what always captured me, and which is the case for a lot of music, was the weird psychedelic music. No, I can't even reproduce it with my mouth. And I don't sing. I suck at singing, but I was really listening to the lyrics very recently, and that's why I called this in the previous Rabbit Hunters, because it made me think of this hunting rabbit. If you remember the story, yeah, White Rabbit. Thank you, Alan. If you remember the story of Alice in Wonderland, whether you watched a cartoon or read the book in school, it's pretty much, if I remember correctly, a girl goes into a dream world and she dreams. She sees a talking rabbit talking about being late, and she's curious. It gets curiouser and curiouser. That's it. And she follows the rabbit down a rabbit hole. The whole story is her kind of hallucinating, dreaming about chasing this rabbit around. And there's some really funny kid stuff in the cartoon, and there may be some serious implications in what the author meant. I don't know. I don't really study this shit, and I never really listened to the lyrics until very recently. I'm like, wait a minute, rabbit, white rabbit? That's what they're calling this Benghazi rabbit guy. Is they make all kinds of weird accusations. So I was listening. So if I break into musical rhyme, I apologize. I'm going to try to read it and see how it kind of fits with the current situation. One pill makes you larger, and one pill makes you small, and the one that mother gives you don't do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall. Now, if I remember correctly from the cartoon, the image is in my mind. Yeah, it's a cartoon. Alice takes these pills that make her bigger and smaller, but I think it's meant as a metaphor for uppers and downers, people taking medicines to cope, or drinking to cope, or you're I don't want to go into that, but I mean, I don't know what these people, this union, I'm going to call them a union because that's what the self-pretend union leaders calling it, a union. Uh, this is the MOP. What's his name? People Press Harder. He's joined on with Sean Porter and a whole bunch of other people. It seems to be a growing thing. Hey, let's know nothing at all and make accusations against Benghazi Rabbit, which may or may not be some true. I don't know, but they're really unrealistic. And these lyrics, as I listen to them, really fit. Okay, the first paragraph, the first stanza, well, I don't know what you call it in music. The first part of the poem: one pill makes you larger and one pill makes you small, and the ones that mother gives you don't do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she's apparently on a pill making her bigger. I think we're saying you guys are just trying to cope. And I get it. Some of you were close friends. Some of you were YouTube friends. Some of you were distant friends. Some of you just admired from afar the late wife of Benghazi Rabbit. And it's hard to take when you realize there's a loss. And what do people do when they're having a hard time? They find ways of coping. I've found new ways of coping in the last several years. Acceptance, serenity prayers, learning to live life on life's terms. But a lot of people don't. They don't know how to. They find artificial ways to cope, be it drugs or be it YouTube or whatever. So the next part says, and if you go chasing rabbits, well, literally they're chasing the Benghazi Rabbit, and you know you're going to fail. It feels like recently they realized that their messaging is failing. They started out, as I pointed out last night, having full faith and confidence in the local police. And now they're leaning towards, well, nothing's going to happen. It's the police fault because they're incompetent. And they're even suggested that the police are not investigating thoroughly as a retaliation because sometime in the distant past, the Late Line had some kind of argument with the police force involved in the investigation. And so now they're using that coping mechanism. Oh, we're not getting our way. It's got to be somebody's fault. In this case, it's going to be the police fault, even though we fully endorsed them early on in our accusations. Okay. So if you go chasing rabbits and you know you're going to fail, they see that they are failing. Tell them that the hookah smoking caterpillar has given you the call. I think the hookah smoking caterpillar is people. People Press Harder. He looks like a mop, but he's like that caterpillar in the cartoon said, "Who are you?" Or was that the cat? I don't remember. I think it was the caterpillar. I don't. It's been so long since I saw the cartoon. Who, A-E-I-O-U. Oh, that song's kind of in my head too now. Now, got a new earworm. Okay. Well, this dope addict is giving you the call. He called Alice when she was small. He called Alice when she was coping. As one coper is using another coper's cope to cope. Some of it's drug induced, some of it's YouTube induced. Some of us are just addicted to clicks and views. I'm getting 8 clicks and views right now, and that's okay. All right. Then, when the men on the chessboard get up and tell you where to go, ooh, the men on the chessboard. In this example, who are the men on the chessboard? Is it the people who are disagreeing with your craziness, or the people who are actually absolutely disagreeing with your assertion, or maybe you're the man on the chessboard? You're just playing this silly chess game, and it feels like you're losing. They get up and tell you where to go, and you've just had some kind of mushroom. You're feeding your addiction as you lose this movement, if you will, and your mind is moving low. Now, let's read that again. When the men on the chessboard get up and tell you where to go, like Finkel's telling you, shut the fuck up. GS is telling you, man, be consistent. A lot of people are joining you. A lot of people are laughing at you, but I'm basically telling you where to go. And you've just had some kind of mushroom, some kind of coping mechanism, and your mind is moving low. Cliff, People Press Harder, Sean Porter, dudes, your minds are definitely in slow motion right now. I know you've lost a dear friend, a near friend, or a friend you admired from afar, whatever the case is. So you kind of like the 9/11 conspiracy theorists. The folks who thought that George W. Bush is likely, I don't know, one of the lowest IQ presidents we've had besides Trump. Somehow he planned and plotted and coordinated the destruction of the Pentagon and the World Trade Center. You're just coping. You're coping with something you don't understand. And I get it. A lot of us don't understand it, but there's other ways of coping. It's not some kind of mushroom and your mind is moving low. Okay. Go ask Alice. I'll think she'll know. I'm glad I forgot this last night because there's no way I could have done it in the 11 minutes. We just hit 11 minutes. There's no way I could have done it in the 11 minutes that I had before my shift started. The last 2 nights, I really had to focus on my shift. Okay, when logic and proportion have fallen sloppy dead, and the white knight is talking backwards, and the red queen's off with her head, remember what the dormouse said: feed your head, feed your head. Huh. When logic and proportion have fallen sloppy dead. Your logic is failing, people. Cliff, your logic is failing. What's that guy's name? Sean Porter. Actually, Sean Porter, who started all this shit, we actually haven't seen him update lately. I guess he's too busy trying to sue people for $104 million, which I don't believe he'll ever get. But now, I guess Jefferson Airplane, I don't understand it. And the white knight is talking backwards, and the red queen's off with her head. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Doesn't seem to fit the current description, the situation. Feed your head, feed your head. All right, so I get that it fits because they're coping and they're chasing rabbits and they know they're going to fail and they're following addiction and they're losing on the chessboard. Yeah. I would, if you guys are curious, Google lyrics White Rabbit, Jefferson Airplane, or play. I would play it, but I'm afraid of getting copyright struck. So I will try my best to do the whole thing. One pill makes you larger, and one pill makes you small. And the ones that mother gives you don't do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet fall. Oh, who said that? Who just told me to call my sponsor? Okay, I'm sober, guys. I'm sober. And if you go chasing rabbits and you know you're going to fall, tell them a hookah smoking caterpillar. Hookah smoking caterpillar. That image is forever stuck in my mind, attached to the person we know as People Press Harder, has given you the call. I'm cracking myself up. Go ask Alice when she was just small. When the men on the chessboard, Seven Cities Kid, you aren't monetized. You shouldn't matter if you play it. Not legal advice. We started these channels, Muxer, Ariel, Killing Time, and I. We started these and played a lot of music. Some music would be restricted in some territories like Russia and Belarus. Some would just be a warning. Hey, you're okay playing the song, but you can't make any money off of it. That's never been an issue for us. But some of us actually get the stream blocked and a warning. If you do this again, you're going to take a 6 or 7 day vacation. And that's what I'm avoiding. I'm avoiding the 7-day vacation. Yeah, I don't care about monetization. I really don't give two fucks if anybody in Russia or Belarus sees this. The Rabbit Hunters, I love it. And there's one, yeah, Broken System, Broken Trust. He's one of the cope addicts, the people using whatever they can. I don't know, Broken, if you're just joining or you're just now commenting, but by all means, go back to the beginning and go over the lyrics. Go over the lyrics of White Rabbit by Jefferson Airplane. And yeah, it literally mostly Okay, we shouldn't say literally and mostly. I'm kind of contradicting myself. It mostly fits the situation with BSBT and People Press Harder and the Vigilance Committee and Sean Porter and some pizza girl who's trying to get her 15 minutes of fame in a small town in Western North Carolina. Um, yeah, okay. Uh, that was the 15-minute and 21-second thing that I forgot to mention last night. So I got a little time. I don't know. 10:42 a.m. on the 1st of August. BSBT equals point of service. Oh, piece of that pizza girl convinced Bao. Bao, yeah, Bao, like the rest of us, uh, like you, like me, yeah, we don't know. All we know is who's coming across convincingly and who's not. And if Bao saw, yeah, for a moment, Pizza Girl did seem a little convincing until she went off. Well, first, she lost me when you guys asked her what she thought of GS, and she, I don't know who's GS. I don't know nothing about him. And you guys kept pulling on her until she realized to maintain her 15 minutes of fame, she's going to have to trash GS, Generally Specific, who she knows nothing about. And you got her on board. Good job, guys. Good job. Yeah, she wanted her 15 minutes up. I did. I actually watched it. I watched him. Yeah, he commented that on the one time he saw Pizza Girl, she seemed convincing. But if he watches the whole thing, yeah, Smurf Watch Transparency. That's Bao's channel, and yeah, Bao has a lot of questions. He's very inquisitive, but he knows nothing. In fact, on that show that Broken System, Broken Trust is talking about, we saw that now the so well trusted police, now all of a sudden they're not trusted anymore. And Bao's thinking, what, you think the police did it? And People's Press Harder's like, no. It's retribution for an argument that Lion got in with them a long time ago in a galaxy far away. It's like, come on, man. If they're mad at her for that, they're even more mad at the alleged person that you guys are saying did the deed. And yeah, Bao is kind of like scratching his head. It was kind of confusing. So yeah, Bao is not the end all, know all, be all to this, nor am I. Nor am I. But it is very clear when you people say matter of factly XYZ and then change it the next day to WXY, and the next day you change it to, it keeps shifting a little bit. For example, on day one, we trust the police, they're on it, they've got it under control, to yesterday, we don't trust the police. We think they're trying to get even. You're even. This is funny. This is funny. Last October, during hurricane relief operations, people kind of came from all over to help the people who were unexpectedly hit badly by a hurricane in the western part of North Carolina. It's mountainous, it's far inland. No one expected a hurricane to have this kind of devastation. I'm going to turn you right wingers to remind you of global warming. Whatever you think about global warming, here we have a hurricane in the mountains, far away from any ocean or sea. Well, I forgot what was I talking about. Yeah, oh yeah, last October. All right, people came from Indiana for public safety. People came from Kentucky, Generally Specific, and JJ. I'm still no fan of JJ. Completely different issue. And people came from Maryland, the Angry Vet. And those are just the people in this little corner of YouTube. There were also many people from other parts of the country and world who tried to give aid to this region that really did not expect a hurricane. And while there, Generally Specific interviewed some of the people, including a guy they're calling LTC, Lieutenant Colonel, who turns out is a licensed weapons dealer. He has a license to buy and sell and trade firearms. They're painting that like it's a bad fucking idea. Some of these people are the literal Second Amendment types, but they're all mad because a guy who lives in the region and had an interview by GS, he has a license to do that which some of you think no license is needed. Well, he buys, sells, trades weapons, or at least he's licensed to. I don't know if he actually does or not. But when you found that out, you pinned him on what you're accusing Rabbit of. And because the interviewer is generally specific, you further pinned it on generally specific. Trust me, I thoroughly get making accusations on JJ because, okay, that's a whole different story. But come on, man. Generally specific visits from far away, a quarter of the country away. He's interviewing. JJ's putting out water and cutting down trees or removing trees, and so is Rabbit. Most of the people are making an effort to help people. Some of the people are there to get the word out of what these people are going through. Because GS from Kentucky interviews a licensed firearms dealer in Kentucky whose property was ravished by this hurricane. And now, almost a year later, you guys are trying to point fingers at someone. Those fingers are growing into conspiracies. Now you're making up stories that GS somehow is involved with getting a firearm to White Rabbit several months ago, so that 2 months ago Rabbit could do some kind of evil deed. Do you realize how fucktardedly you guys are coming across? Lion did an expose on the detective. Same detective GS interviewed on in North Carolina with JJ. We know, yeah. We know. Moron. Okay, all right. These people are matter-of-factly absolutely accusing Rabbit of killing Lion. And now that the police, who they fully trusted a month ago, haven't put Rabbit in cuffs, they are literally pointing out an accusation that anybody related to the police, to the firearms dealer, to GS, to maybe the guy who owns the dog who ate GS's chickens. Maybe you guys are going to keep growing it to that point. Get the fuck out of here. We all know how cops feel about journalists who expose them. Guess who out exposed the same cops? The alleged murderer. All right. If I'm one of these evil cops who want retribution, I will go out of my way, like you guys are. I will go out of my way to pin it on the other guy who exposed me, because two people exposed them. In your words, exposed them. Rabbit was one. Lion was one. Okay. If the cops are as evil as you guys are saying, item one, Lion, that's taken care of. Now all we got to do is take care of item two. Oh, and by the way, it would be so easy to accuse and frame Rabbit of this heinous crime. And boom, we got two birds with one stone. But guess what? Here we are 2 months later, and you guys are losing faith and confidence in the very police force that you said, oh, see, now it's growing. It was tents. Now it's firearms. And if you go chasing rabbits and you know you're going to fall, just tell them a hookah smoking caterpillar has given you a firearm now? Come on. A month ago, it was tents. Oh, by the way, it was $10,000 tents. I searched the internet far and wide, and the most expensive normal tent I could find was $6,000. They did go up to $12,000 for Arctic tents, the kind of tents that the Air Force used in the Arctic and the Antarctic to keep their airmen warm in 50 degree below zero weather. All right. I never really thought you would think that I'm a pussy. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Yes, you're being a puss. But hey, it's on the interwebs now, isn't it? Yes, here, kitty, 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 meow. The angry vet, the very loud on YouTube, but when it comes down to it, yes, you're a pussy. Actually, I'm wrong. You're not a pussy. You're one of those little yappy dogs that yap 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 yap, and really, once you lean towards them, they run off. Yeah, fuck off, man. All right. I don't remember Rabbit, he means Rabbit, involved with that. I'm not saying. Of course, you know what? None of us remembered that Lion had this phone call with these police a long time before the incident in question. None of us knew it. It was a unlisted YouTube video that started getting pushed out there. I believe as of yesterday, when Bao went to it, he literally said it's still unlisted. He had the link and he shared the link on his chat. Actually, this came up when one of his chat, because he kept playing a word or two, pausing, and then opining on it with 20 or 30 words. And someone called him out in this chat and he went off on them. He says, fuck this interview. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, go watch it yourself. And he sent them the link. So the link's out there. I think it was the Penguins. Yes. The Penguins were in an island, an uninhabited island, and they too are getting tariffed. And because they're tariffed, they are sabotaging the investigation. Is that right? Well, yeah, that's right. Now I'm not saying I disagree with everything you do. In fact, you do some pretty interesting stuff. And I'm not saying I agree with GS on everything. He recently replayed one of your videos where you're pointing a camera at someone's living room window. We can't see in the living room window. And he's saying, isn't that a violation of the privacy? I'm thinking, if it is a violation of the privacy, why are you playing it without fogging it out? So yeah, we all do stupid shit. But I'm sorry, Tav, the shit that you've got on board with accusing Rabbit. Oh, and that's not working. Let's accuse the police force. Oh, and that's not working. Let's accuse JJ. That might stick because, JJ has a reputation, but, because by guilt by association, hey, let's accuse GS. Let's accuse hell. While you're at it, why don't you fucking accuse me, you fucking losers? All right. Only psychos speak in all caps. Well, I love you, Muck, but I disagree. Oh, wait, I just got. He says in kind of okay. All right, I get the joke. All right, I'm a little slow sometimes. Oh, really? But yeah, people type in caps locks because they want to be able to see their typos, especially if they're using a phone. I have a really hard time. I have a really, really hard time reading chats on the phone. It's really easy on the TV. It's sometimes even challenging on the laptop. Right now, you're on a big screen. Oh, really? Please show me where I accuse Rabbit of red rum. Oh, if you didn't say the words, quote, Rabbit murdered Lion, end quote. If you didn't say that, you sure as hell have insinuated it on these panels with these people trying to grow the accusations. Oh, see? There we go. I'm on medication. Muck's on medication. Half of America is on medication. But, when we get all mad and pissy because, what is it? And if you go chasing rabbits and you're going to fall, yeah, tell them the hookah smoking caterpillar has given you the call. Let us make fun of people because they are on medications. All right, let's make fun of Finkel. Finkel is on warfarin. Finkel is on Cardiva Laugh Out Loud. Finkel is on, that's another Cardiva Laugh Loud. All right. Finkel is on Furamosate. I don't know how to pronounce that. That makes me pee more. Finkel is on, yeah, fuck it. I've done this before. Yeah. Okay. And Finkel is not on painkillers, by the way. I threw those painkillers away a few nights ago because, yeah, don't need them. Prove it instead of just running your pie home. Yeah, prove what? All right, I'm having a hard time. Wow, 18. See it. This is meant to be a quick one, and now I got 18 in the audience, and He means psych meds. I know what he means. He's grasping for when the men on the chessboard get up and tell you where to go. You've just had some kind of mushroom. What kind of mushrooms are you on, Angry? That's not prescribed. So I'm not making fun of a medical situation. Yeah, fuck off. All right. This means psychomeds. All right. NSBT, aren't you? Oh, BSBT, aren't you a fucking genius? Oh, damn. All right. It is 10:57. I'm going to leave it to a vote to the channel owners. And because I brought it up, I'm going to recuse myself from the vote. So the only voting person I see right now is Muckster. Muckster, vote. Do I A, end the stream? B, have you come up and talk stuff with me? Or C, open the panel to whoever wants to come up and makes fools or wise men of themselves. G2 loves mushrooms. I like them on my steak, but not the psychedelic kind of. I know you used to think Finkel was smart. Now, not so much. He's using my words about him. Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. They release statements, mugshots, video to identify, etc. Okay. All right. Mux, you still out there? If there's no vote, I'm just going to end the stream. You all know we're on YouTube. You can always, yeah. Oh, Muckster texted me last night. He was in Hill Pirate Studios and he was making Jesus sing. I missed the singing Jesus, but someone asked him. Oh, and everybody loved it. The chat loved it. Jeff loved it. G2 loved it. Someone asked the Jesus if a meth Jeff meth meth, how much meth would a meth Jeff? It's like the woodchuck thing. The Avatar Jesus, the AI Jesus went off on this. Wow, it was great. It was great. I won't copy it and replay it. I will point you to Hill Pirate Studios on the night of July 31st, 2025. And I forget the timestamp, but open up. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. We have 19 people, and I've started something controversial. I'm sorry. I've carried on something controversial, and the only vote is open up. Here we go. Muckster, Muckster, I can't believe you did that. All right. This is what happens when you let Muckster vote. Jesus Christ. Hey, Muck, you are an idiot because that person told me not to give them credit, and you tried to white knight them like a bitch. Now you know the real story. Oh, you guys are talking about that? That's quite old. Okay. A friend of a friend of a friend, or a friend, or however you want to look at it, a mutual friend made something with AI, I think, for the Angry Vet. An Angry Vet played it, and that mutual friend did not care whether or not he got credit. And Muxer called Angry Vet out on, hey, shouldn't you give credit that you didn't create this, whether it's an anonymous, a friend provided this, or if you actually want to name the friend. Mux was just asking that, and the Angry Vet, true to his name, Angry, just completely went off on Muxer when Muxer did nothing to. Now, BSBT is in the basement. Now, the last time BSBT came up on this channel, he went off on Master Sergeant Retired. By the way, now these folks are hoping Master Sergeant Retired will get on the Union's team and hunt the rabbit. Isn't that classic? Okay. Well, I see you in the basement, BSBT. And once again, I'm going to leave the vote to Muckster, or if the other guys show up, because the last time you were on here, you went after MSG and Killing Time and Muckster, and everyone else who's involved agrees with the call. You were banned forevermore. Now, if Muckster or if the other folks show up, if they say, yeah, let them up, I'll let you up. Otherwise, I'm going up the last call I'm aware of and say, so, Muckster, what say you? BSBT is in the basement. Do I let him up or do I not? Your call, buddy. And BSBT left, so it doesn't matter what your call is now. Fucking clowns, both of you. Yes, that's all. See, that's all it takes is for you to disagree with something we've said, and now we're fucking clowns. See. Yeah. Broken Simpson brochure, Code Commander. What the fuck is that? Code Commander. Oh, the quote, the union, the rabbit hunting union has a code system now. It's open. Open is open. Okay, all right. So if BSBT comes back, we'll let him up and spurg out if he wishes to. All right. That's what I did say you is wow. All right. I'd say, let it go or be dragged. Imagine yourself trying to hold the caboose of a train who's pulling away, and you want that train to stop. Are you going to hold on to that caboose and be dragged? Or are you going to let go and catch the next fucking train? No, no, y'all being clowns. I just found out about you. We've been in each other's orbits for quite a long time, and a lot of compliments back and forth. But yeah, I'm a little annoyed at the absolute accusations and the spurging and the moving of the goalposts, and seeing people like you joining the movement, the union. Does union have cards? Are you a card carrying union member, Tav? I call you out on that. And now we've always been clowns. We've always been clowns. I brought up something that you guys are doing recently, up to and including yesterday. You're bringing up something you and Muxer had over an AI production a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. So, yeah, who brought it up? I brought the one issue up that you guys are actively currently going on, and you brought us some shit from the deep, dark past. Who brought it up? Okay. Yeah. Oh, there goes the neighborhood. All right. Y'all spread out. What?
Didn't you look BT up?
Well, he went away before you voted, before you opined. But I do see your point. Open is open. We've had varying degrees of open before, but the last time he was on stage, y'all kicked him. Or you or somebody kicked him off, and like no more. But that was a long time ago. So I guess if he wants to try to come up, we will let him up.
That was the kill and hold on incident.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah. I'm the voice of reason around here. And you got me fucking pissed off, or something like that. You might have the sound bit somewhere. I don't know. That was funny. God, I was on the way home watching it after this ended, and I forgot that I was watching a recording. And as I'm pulling up my driveway, I'm getting real pissed. I'm about to jump online and kick the fucker off myself. And then I see that it's done, and then I remember, oh, this all happened a few hours ago. Rewind it, you dumb fucks. All right. How you doing today, Muxter?
All right. Today.
Would you believe the audacity of my work environment? It actually made me do my job not one night, but 2 nights in a row.
That sucks.
Like, I thought you guys paid me to watch West Wing. Take naps. 7 cities. At least he gets his wife's input while running his stream. Oh, are you my wife? Oh, when did we start the StreamYarding stuff?
I think it's going on 2 years now.
2 years. Okay. So going on 2 years, we started the streaming aspect of my channels and Muxer's channel and Chat and Play, and we've tried a few other things. The interview channel. And we agreed then that we are co-owners. We started out with Muxer, myself, Ario, and Killing Time. We've grown. We've shrank. We've grown real big until that Chuck Nugget lady, what was her name? Shit, I forget. Izzy. Yeah. And she had a little fun with us on Thanksgiving, and then we got real small. But we've always maintained that we are co-owners and so what happens on this tab, the live tab, It's a mutual thing, and what happens on my videos and shorts tabs, that's on me. 2 years, laugh out loud, and still haven't done a fucking thing productive. You know what? I don't know what is your definition of productive, Tav?
Yeah, let's talk
Is it
about
clicks and
productive.
views?
Let's talk
Yeah.
about productive. What is that famous nonprofit of his accomplished after all this time?
Mm.
Scars.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't follow. I see a lot of people say good things and bad things about it, and I really don't know. So I'm not going to opine when people compliment it or trash it. Uh, but I'm curious when he says I haven't done a thing productive. Okay, what is his measure of productive? Is it clicks and views, Taff? Is it money raised? Is it charity work? Um, what is it? I mean, let me see. My most recent video on Finkel, my main channel, Hegseth gets owned, 1,300 views. Not great, not bad. Let me see. The one before that, using search engines, 31 views. They drive among us, 430 views. Not too. Oh, I should probably share. Sharing is caring, and let's share. So I don't know what is our success? What is our productive measurement here? Screen 2. All right.
Yeah, there are some people that are so productive that they
Uh-huh.
have to call up. They have to call up a woman and say things like, "Find me a gas station. I don't know how to use the GPS on my phone. Find me a hotel. I am so fucking useless." Yeah, that's productive.
Wait a minute. Are we talking about one of the same members of a group of people who make fun of a guy for not changing a tire correctly?
I don't know. I didn't hear about the
All
tire
right.
thing, but I am talking about Tav.
So what is? Oh, Tav. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if he was part of the group when they said that or not. So we'll give him a pass on that. All right. Now I'm not bragging because this is purely by Muck says the guy that got butt hurt because I wouldn't hire him. Hire him. Muckster, have you been looking for? I thought you were retired. Are you looking for work?
I didn't. I
All
didn't
right.
know he was hiring.
All right.
Are they paying
Well,
people?
I've heard things. I have questions. I don't know. Okay, I haven't done anything productive. Okay, if productive is clicks and views, 3 years ago, I've accumulated 184,000 views on a particularly inexperienced video I posted. Now it's 24 minutes long, and that's after shortening it. It's a long video. Uh, I knew nothing 3 years ago about feeding the algorithm. Several.
Wait. I gotta,
Uh,
I gotta respond. When the fuck did I almost work for Scars?
I don't know. Oh, is
I
that
mean,
back when he was begging us to get involved with it and we didn't want to?
I I once said I was willing to help. I don't know anything about being offered a job or not being offered a job. I
Hmm.
said I was willing to help, and I never heard anything except Nikki asking me to do something the one time to help her out with
Right.
something. But I've never had any conversation with Kevin about a job. I don't know what the fuck that's about. The my only thing with Scars is I remember tell, telling Nikki how much they were screwing up because the person they were using as the front man for it
Hmm.
spent all his time laying in bed chewing gummies, and that wasn't a very good look for somebody that wanted to make a nonprofit. And then he came
Yeah.
up with this genius idea about getting people to donate money to cut his hair. I mean, but that was like conversation I had with Nikki saying, you got to come up with a better way to promote the place. But what hire you act okay? I guess I didn't get a job that doesn't exist.
Right. But I do remember you telling me he was looking to see if I was interested in helping out. and I kind of
Yeah,
avoided the conversation. I
yeah,
like,
he asked
you
me
know,
one time. In fact, that's what I offered to help, and he
mhm.
said, "Hey, hey, can you see if Finkel would want to get involved?" That's right. I remember that now. I
Yeah,
guess that
yeah,
must have been
yeah,
me applying for a job I didn't know existed and being turned down.
yeah, yeah. Well, I remember when you asked me, I'm thinking, one, I'm kind of skeptical. Two, I'm more effective in the things I do. And so three, I continue to support his videos, his First Amendment auditing. In fact, I did a couple where I paid tribute to him. After he got arrested at a veterans hospital or VA center, I went to the VA in Washington, D.C., near the White House, and I made a tribute to him. But the whole time, I'm like, I'm really avoiding the question of, will I help him out with this charity that I really don't know much about and would take time away from the work I do.
I,
But if he's
I, ac-
measuring clicks and go ahead,
well, I actually thought
go ahead.
scars. The idea of it was a great idea, but nothing really seemed to happen with it.
Oh, it is a great idea. It's not an original idea. It is out there in many forms. In fact, I've been involved in a couple of them, and the way he presents it makes people ask a lot of questions. So, what was the work you do, Fink? All right, all right.
If if he was smart at
Google.
all, he would have worked in the background and found somebody else to be
Mm,
the face of the place that wasn't
yeah,
so you know called he he makes so many people mad and stuff, and it just something like that you need a good face. like like if I was doing something like that, there's no way I would make myself the front man for it. You need somebody
right, right,
likable
right.
and professional seeming, not
All right.
you know but anyway, apparently I'm pissed off about a job that and
Yeah.
so I pissed off about this job, except that to me it seems like we got along fine until I dared to say to him, why don't you give credit to someone for this video? And instead of saying what
It
Nikki
was,
said
yeah.
was the person didn't want credit, he goes, oh, well, why don't you fuck around and find out then? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
real.
Exactly. Well, he's asking me what was the work I do. I don't keep a resume because I'm not e-begging and I'm not e-grifting and I'm not trying to run the show. But I've been with a couple organizations helping, volunteering, free work, and without being altruistic. I'm not doing it so I get attention. But I've been to the Red Cross many times during the wars to do the cards to any. You can send a letter to any soldier, any service member, but it has to go through an organization like the Red Cross, where we have to review it, keep the porn out of it, make sure it's not political. It's just, mostly kids, church kids and school kids, writing to our service members overseas. I've done that 4 years in a row on an annual event. The Vet Center, if you break out your Google Maps and center in on Alexandria, where North Kings Highway and Telegraph Road meet, there's a cluster of buildings. In that cluster of buildings is the Vet Center. I've both been a person who went there for PTSD therapy and group sessions and counseling sessions. And as a group, we've gathered together and done the flag things at the local cemeteries. And we've raised money for events where veterans can go with their wives for relationship counseling and stuff like that. Also, we've worked with soup kitchens. People actually feed uh, homeless veterans and other homeless, not just veteran centric, but we, as a vet center group and as a church group, done with my church too. In fact, I did a video of my church one. That wasn't so altruistic because here I am saying, look at me. But we go out there and we feed people, literally feed people who are down and out, and a lot of them are veterans. And in fact, the ones we did as Vet Center were focused on veterans. And not once did you see me saying, "Hey, give me money so I can support this. Gimme, gimme, gimme," or look how great I am. I'm only telling you this because you asked. What was the work you do, Think? Soup kitchens, warm shelters in the winter, homeless shelters year round, greeting cards and letters for service members, the flag thing at the cemeteries, what we don't know what Scars is doing, but Scars isn't doing anything. I didn't say Scars isn't doing anything. I think our argument about Scars was you tried to recruit Muxer and myself, and we weren't interested. And now you're trying to spin it as Muxer and I got fired, or you refused to hire, well, at least Muxer. Yeah. But back to the success, I do want to brag on myself. I'm sorry?
I didn't say they weren't doing anything. I said I haven't seen them doing anything, which is another thing that I mentioned to Nikki one time, that if they were smart, they would tell people what they're doing. You don't have to give names, but you could say, hey, we had a veteran that was in trouble for this, and we were able to do this for him. But no, we'd rather have all those people out there saying that he's just grifting.
I forgot. And it was on YouTube. Financially through me, moral and other supports, and a little bit financial from the others. This channel supported the group going out into Louisville, Kentucky, and literally feeding people and giving them clothes and even food for their pets. In one show, out of my pocket, $1,500. Out of the combined pockets, more. I'm not bragging on this, but I'm answering the question. What work do you do, Finkel? I do a lot of work. Not to mention, I am fully gainfully employed, 42 hours a week. I'm going to write a song about this.
By the way, he also said I'm too much of a butthurt pussy to run anything. I have run several nonprofit organizations, and they did quite well, but I didn't need to keep going out there and taking credit for anything. I let the credit go to the organization themselves.
Tab helps a lot of people and doesn't publicize it. And I'm not saying he doesn't. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. I'm saying my argument with Scars is Muxer was not fired or refused to be hired. He was asked to help and he didn't. I was asked to help and I didn't. What is Scars? I don't really know. It's something that's centered, I think, were you in Baltimore? I'm in Alexandria, Virginia. I don't have time to go out to Baltimore and do some of the same things I'm already doing. See, you're missing the argument, Cliff. You wouldn't know what it's like if you missed breakfast. I'm sorry.
Well, just to correct what I said, I was willing to help. I never heard anything about it. And now he says, I'm butthurt about that. But actually, I got along fine with him for a long time there up until the whole video incident when he went nuts just because I said he was taking credit for someone else's work.
Oh, look, he's still trying to twist the argument into something it's not. Oh, look, Muck trying to tell us how to run a nonprofit. Nobody told you, at least not us. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say nobody. That's an absolute. Muxer and Finkel did not tell you how to run your nonprofit. We did not. Our argument is you tried to hire us and we said no.
Actually, I said I had given suggestions to Nikki. And that was after I was supposedly all butthurt, but I was still saying, hey, you should present these suggestions, But that's okay.
All right. So I think I'm painting the picture. So
you're
ask for suggestions. You make a suggestion, and then the angry gut says, "Who are you to tell me how to run my nonprofit?" Okay, I get it.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the sense of going back and forth with him?
Yeah, that's true. We're talking in circles with people spurging in the chat. Okay.
Well, wait. I do want to attack someone else. Cliff.
Okay.
I have no interest in your opinion anymore. Ever since you went down this whole air quote rabbit hole thing, I used to think you were better than what you've been doing lately.
Who's that?
Cliff.
Oh, Cliff. Yeah, I like the way he used my own words there. He says, was he something of, people keep those super chats to GS to help him with his grief grifting. Hook, line, sinker. Okay. Okay, so back to what is productive on YouTube. Okay, I'm not monetized, so I'm not doing this for money. In fact, I've spent a good amount of money on it. What is my most popular my most popular video done 3 years ago. It's called Crosswalk Audit Becomes Classic First Amendment Audit. I'm not even out there to do a First Amendment. I'm there to see how people react to me focus on them almost running people over in crosswalks and people running red lights and such. This military police officer and several of his buddies came out into public to attempt to take my rights away from me. And when they couldn't, they engaged Fairfax County, who actually verified, yeah, Finkel has rights here. I'm untrained in First Amendment auditing. I am untrained on feeding the algorithm. I'm really ignorant to a lot of things, but guess what? Oh yeah, I talk too much. There's a lot of comments in there about I talk too much. I told the cops too much, but guess what? I'm very polite to even the cop who's trying to violate my rights. I'm not yelling and screaming and threatening like Brick Jones, like the angry vet, like Cliff when Cliff went after the cops who arrested people. Press harder. I'm very polite. And look, somehow this inexperienced YouTuber gets a classic First Amendment audit and he gets 184,000 views. That's a lot for me. What is my second most popular one? Keep the customer satisfied, Cheryl, New York. Now, this has been done, at least our last count was at least 10 people made shorts out of this, and they got far more views than my 111,000 views. Again, this guy is trying to talk me out of my rights. Again, I'm staying polite, calm, and it's very, very popular. I'm getting 111,000 views. Now, I get it. Long Island audit can do that 10 times over on a bad day. Okay. How about Winston and Strawn, where this Karen bitch went after me? 105,000 views. Again, I'm polite. I'm a little sarcastic, but I'm not yelling at her. I'm not screaming at her. I'm not threatening violence. I'm not threatening lawsuits. I'm just, okay, by law, I need you. I did the Cheryl thing twice, 62,000 views. And you'll notice the angrier I get, the more I threaten these people. This guy, the fewer views I'm getting. And as this is going on, I'm learning more about feeding the algorithm. Oh, Bobby Perez, he was funny. Anyway, you watch someone like Cliff yelling and screaming and threatening the cops, or the angry vet, or who is it? Clay Foundation's Brick Jones screaming at that gate guard, being really nasty, threatening lawsuits and screaming and hollering. What am I doing on YouTube? I'm doing a social experiment. I'm showing people a better way than the bullshit you see out there. A lot of people out there put First Amendment auditors or people with cameras in public all in one lump group, like calling it the union. We're not all the same. Some of us are liberal. Some of us are conservative. Some of us think yelling and screaming and threatening is the way to go. Some of us think polite's the way to go. You're doing nothing. Stop lying. I don't know. Yeah. Am I doing nothing?
Except
I'm doing nothing on YouTube.
In sixth grade, I learned that that's Y-O-U''RE.
I'm sorry, you faded out there. In sixth grade, what?
I learned that word is Y-O-U''RE.
Oh, you're... Don't get the librarian going, guys. You are. Clowns will be clowns. Yeah. This is kind of fun being on this end, you know.
I don't know. Just ignore him if he just going to sit down there being a moron.
That's true. It's funny. I think it was before the accident. I had some questions and commentary and went at it with Sean Porter. And Cliff said he's friends with GS. Up to and including that moment, everything I said at or about GS was negative. I'm thinking, how can you sit there in your intellectual mind, in your analysis, that I am somehow friends with GS? Do you know what? I've been polite to GS ever since, and I'm sending them super chats, and I'm buying memberships. Why? Because I know these spurgatastic morons are just going to take that and run with it. Yes. Angry vet, you're not getting my super chat. GS is. How does that make you feel? GS is getting more support from me than you and your grifting, e-begging bullshit. I'll buy cheesy poos for someone for the last year and a half I've gone after negatively. Then I'm going to support you lying pieces of shit who are trying to taint juries and paint a picture about a guy you know nothing about. Kaiser for super chat. I don't think Kaiser
by the way, this is something that me and Finkel disagree on because I wouldn't give GS a fucking penny.
And there you have it, folks. Co-owners of this channel, Muxer and Finkel, do not agree eye to eye on everything. But it doesn't mean we have to be... See, Angry Vet, Broken System, Broken Trust, Seven Cities Kid, Sean Porter, some pizza girl, Cliff, they all think you're either for us or against us. If you don't lockstep agree with everything we say all the time, you're the enemy. You're not part of the union. Watch and learn. Muxer and Finkel disagree all the time, and we're still buds, man.
BSBT, why did you bail? I thought you wanted to come up.
He bailed before you gave the answer on the vote I called for. But he is, if you really want the trauma and the drama, let's put it out there again. Oh, is that the right one? DKB? Yeah, that's the same one. Yeah. All right. And one of the things I disagreed with, admittedly, back in the time with F3, Hill Pirate, Stone Vet, Shiz Happens, was that for these issues, you had to be on one side or the other. And they're like, what's the sides? What's the sides? And I'm like, they're right. You know what? They are right. There are no sides in America. There are sides of an issue. Angry Vet is all screaming in caps lock and pissed off and making claims that he fired us or never hired us because he didn't like us, blah, blah, blah. We never did anything. He's upset because we disagree with him on the rabbit hunts. Well, I do. Actually, I don't even know if Muxer agrees or disagrees with me on that. But Angry Vet is very clear that I disagree with the rabbit hunt, the union, the I don't know who is the leader. Is Sean Porter the leader, or is this People Press Harder? Who is the leader, or do you all in your own mind think you're the leader? People Press Harder yesterday was claiming that he's the representative of all First Amendment auditors, all sign holders, like Jeff Gray and the guy in upstate New York, all cop watchers. They're all falling in lockstep in line with behind him. And oh, by the way, if you disagree with me on the rabbit line thing, then you're not a part of the union. Fuck off. Fuck the fuck off. Fuck off. It's people like you who give the idea of taking a camera in public, upholding your constitutional right for the First Amendment. It's people like you who give us a bad name. It's people like you who allow people like Fraud at Wrangler, who's obviously full of shit, to get a following who call us all frauditors and all grifters and put us all in one lump group because you think we're supposed to be all in one lump group. Keep spinning your half-truths, you idiots. Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome to spin your full truth. You're welcome to go off onto your own channel and make your own video like I'm doing here. I mean, I could easily spend hours in Cliff's channel and do what you're doing and try to defeat him by debate when I'm debating from a keyboard and he's debating from a microphone. You're welcome to do that. You just look fucking stupid, even stupider than you are. Or you could click the link and come up and tell us how it is. Or you can go off in your own channel and do your own thing. It's really up to you, Tav, the Angry Vet. Anyway. One pill makes you larger and one pill makes you small. And the ones that mother gives you don't do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall. If you go chasing rabbits and you know you're going to fall, tell them a hookah smoking Angry Vet caterpillar has given you the call. He called Alice when she was just small. When men on the YouTube board get up and tell you where to go, and you've just had some kind of mushroom, and your mind is moving really fucking slow, Tav. Go ask Alice. I think she'll know. She's a fucking cartoon character who hallucinates. So yeah, she could tell you all about it. Yeah, actually, all of these channels are getting taken down now. DMA and its Addy are taking them down for fair use. Oh, well, yeah, the YouTube wars. That is why A, have a backup channel. B, don't invest yourself in a income earning channel. Be free. Do not owe your souls to the company store known as YouTube. Be free. And when these people want to slam you down, either take a week vacation or create a new channel. YouTube is free with Gmail. Gmail is free. Create a Gmail account. Make yourself Finkel 2.0. Create a channel and have at it. Why leave, Ariel? You are an owner. Shouldn't you care about what's happening? I didn't even say it. Hope everyone's having a sparkling day. Oh, see, now Ariel is a co-owner of the channel, and now Tav's going to go after Ariel just because he's not taking sides. It is literally, you take our side or you're against us. Ariel's not, did I miss anything? Is Ariel taking a side here? What else we got from Ariel here? It's all good.
Ariel cares about the rabbit thing less than I do.
Yeah.
And my care right now is pretty much just when it's all over, tell me if the guy was found guilty or not. My only complaint, I'm not as vehement about you, is I just got annoyed watching Cliff because I didn't always agree with Cliff, but I respected what he was doing on his channel. But then when I watched him with the rabbit thing, he just, I don't know, he let so much conjecture go by, and I just didn't think that was him. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, I see Ariel is I love everyone. He's not taking any sides on this issue. Everything he's put in here has been positive, or something about writing music, AI writing music. AI, and now Angry Vet is mad at him because, yeah, he's a co-owner. By the way, co-owner means Muxer and I can't force him to come up and take our side. He has an equal say in what he chooses to do or not to do with this channel. Oh, you love? Okay, yeah, okay. Talk a little sense. Calm you down there. See, all right. Now I've pointed out that everything Ariel's posted has been non-controversial about this. One little joke about making us a TPP song. Now you've calmed down. See, how do I affect people on YouTube? Angry Vet, I just affected you. I turned you around from being angry at Ariel for guilt by association to, oh, it's okay. I love Ariel. I love Ariel. See how quickly he turned around with just my words. How effective am I, Angry Vet? I don't know. I don't affect everybody. So Tav Fink has decided you're mad now. Well, gee, what is the name? The what vet? The mellow vet? The kind-hearted vet? The stoned vet? No, that's used by somebody else. What kind of vet is he? Oh, Angry Vet.
Can I?
He angry.
Can I just say Mexicans suck?
Yeah.
I mean,
I think Rachel Maddow.
Reason.
Well, yeah, Rachel Maddow very clearly tells us why there's a middle name to the vet.
Are you mad? Are you bothered? Just a little? You seem mad.
Well, one way to articulate is put the word angry in there. I'm just showing everyone how stupid you are. Okay, all right. He's demonstrating my low IQ by coming into a chat, refusing to come up on a panel, and spurging out in caps locks and reversing his position on a couple of things. And yeah, okay, all right. Good luck with that, Tav. Good luck. And may your nonprofit do well. And may you convince people that you actually fired Muxer or myself, who neither one of us ever really wanted to get fully involved. We have equal rights with Finkel's money. Oh, and Finkel's money. Oh, actually, see, And we joke about that because the channel's got my namesake. But the truth is, I've never paid these guys. No, my stance is Sean seems very disingenuous. Exactly. Sean Porter, if you talk about Sean Distros, and the amount of information he claims to have from the cops is suspicious. I'm thinking suspicious or made up. I don't know. But yeah, when this all started, at least when I became aware of it, actually, I shouldn't say when it started. I became aware of it about 3 or 4 weeks ago. He had full faith and confidence in the cops, and all of the people who are following did too. Now they're kind of saying, well, the cops aren't doing the job because they're mad at Lyon. Wow, man. Yeah, he's not very convincing. All right. Then again, it's been a while since I had to worry about rules of evidence. That's a good point. Yeah, and that was one night I came up on here and I'm pointing out, let the cops do their fucking job. Stop e-begging and e-grifting and grief grifting and tainting jury pools. And yeah, Mr. Finkel. That's me, Mr. Finkel. Would you tell my corners that's Mr. It's not Sergeant. It's not Sergeant Sparkles. It's not okay. All right. Do we have anything on that? Oh my. Wrong one. Oh yeah. I'm a pretty girl. You're pretty. No, see, yeah. Okay. All right. Hey, cutie. Hello, killing time pass. Oh, fuck off. Will you, Muckster? Fuck off. You know what? I want a cigarette. I'm gonna step out inside and smoke. Should I take my phone with me, or should I just take a break, 3 to 5 minutes?
Well, I may have somebody coming here any time now. So yeah, if you walk off, it might become dead air. So
okay.
Yeah, take the phone with you.
I'm going to steal something from Hill Pirates and say, shout out to Dead Air. I'm going to smoke some of that dead air. I'll be back in 3 to 5 minutes. Good luck if TAV or BSBT want to come up and start the bullshit. But remember, you said open panel. You voted. All right. I'll be back.
Rabbit, but somehow they're it. By the way, it's either suicide or murder. I hate that unalive bullshit. Go to get back to the Lion. How does that make sense? It's another movie. And the naked baby was for what again? I don't think it was naked. I think it had a diaper on. But it's called Humor, Seven Cities. You wouldn't know about that. Then we've got a suspected stalking going on. By the way, Ariel, I watched that movie that we weren't able to watch that night. And I'm not sure how I feel about it. It was a little weird. Who do you have coming up? Actually, 28 years later. If you saw 28 days later and 28 weeks later, two of my favorite zombie Armageddon movies. 28 years later came out recently, and it's like I liked it, but there's just some stuff I may have to watch it again just because some of the stuff was not making sense to me, the way they presented it, but it's not like I would tell people not to watch it. Yeah, yeah. The first one was because it was like a whole different take on the zombie thing. I mean, obviously not totally different. There's the basic things, but yeah, they did the mythology a little different than a lot of the other movies. But the second one was really good too, though. There's something. One of the,
What do if I sang out of tune? Would you
one of
stand
the
up and
things that
walk on?
I'm talking here. One of the things that surprised me with, and this isn't like it's not much of a spoiler alert, but 28 years later, it's still confined. It hasn't like spread worldwide. Hey, Cart, I've been wondering about you.
How are things down under? Yeah. So you didn't like my singing, huh? I was out of tune.
Well,
Did
you
you
come
stand
in
up and walk
singing
out
and
on
not
me?
you don't stop to see if anybody's talking first.
Actually, I didn't realize I'd left my mic off mute while I stepped away. I apologize. You gonna banish me to scars?
Okay. If I haven't tossed anybody else out yet,
I may be your first victim of the day. Ugh. Did Tav go away? Did he go cry himself to sleep? Did he go to the fast food restaurant? Is he live streaming from a fast food restaurant now? Yeah. How's that work out? Live streaming from a fast food restaurant, shoveling food in your mouth, not eating, but shoveling food in your mouth, talking with his mouth full, and making comments about Kfar eating cookies, which I've done too, but not while I'm shoveling food in my mouth. That's just classic, man. I think it's because it's on an island.
I think I think
I need to
I think
remember.
you should just I think you should just stop giving him the attention he craves.
I think he went away. I think he
This
said,
is true.
you know what?
This is true.
I'm not outsmarting these people with sub 70 IQs who are actually smarter than me, and I'm just going to go away. So, what's new in Card's life? We haven't seen you in a minute. Our ears are scarred. And my new pronoun is not "Hey cutie." Do not listen. Do not listen. Do not listen to Killing Time. He is not the voice of reason around here. We don't exist. At least not to flat earthers. Would you stop with that Sergeant Sprinkle shit, Sparkle shit? God. Wait a minute. When we first met, you called me out on a New Year's resolution that I wasn't going to talk about Kaiser anymore. Did you or did you not recently make a resolution that you weren't going to go on with the Sparkles thing anymore? I mean, come on, man. Fair is fair.
Didn't. Never said we were dropping it. We just said Sparkles died.
It sounds like you're. Oh, okay. All right. I see. Moving the goalposts. I got it. It's like when the men on the chessboard get up and tell you where to go, and you've had some kind of mushroom, and your mind is moving low.
You also swore you weren't going to talk about GS anymore.
Oh, well, I thought I'd give GS a second chance once Cliff accuses me of being his bestest buddy in the whole wide world. I'm like, oh, fuck off. I can be friends or friendly with anybody I want to be. Just because you have a side and everyone either has to be on or against your side, I'm going to be nice to GS. And besides, he prayed for me. GS did a sincere prayer for me, and I really thought that was heartfelt, and he meant it. Well, dang, my comment was deleted. So I'm confused. What? Are you deleting comments? I'm not deleting comments. MC Delegate is showing in StreamYard. There's a heart. Are you talking about this comment?
Yeah, that's the last one I saw. And by the way, if you're
following you, Stephanie.
If you were deleted, oh well, no. Okay, you can delete just a comment. I was thinking about like when you give someone a 10-second timeout, it deletes all their comments.
Oh, well, I didn't time anybody out. I can't speak for my channel co-owners. No one's leaving. Okay. Sometimes YouTube eats.
That's what I was going to say. I've had that happen where I'm just like, no one's leaving that one alone.
MC Dilgaf's going to post it again. I'm not seeing a new post. I don't know. I'm unaware. I don't know. Hey, shit! We got 20 people watching. We got to do something with that. Can you tap dance? Can you sing?
Yes, I will do an interpretive dance right now.
All right, go on camera.
Oh, I'm not going to do it on camera.
You bitch. I don't see the new post. She says she'll post it again. I don't see the new post. You see, P says, I don't overlook GS being a racist bigot just for a few kindnesses. We know old people have short memories. You know what? He's giving me a chance. I'm going to give him a chance. We'll see where it goes. Can you get Sean on panel? I have no control over Sean, but we do have an open panel. Copy and paste. You talk about Sean Porter, I assume. You know, he may be very busy with this frivolous lawsuit. Is Clash of Bao the same as Bao? Is that actually Bao, or is that someone funning on his name? I don't know. Carrie, going back to work. Happy Friday. All right. If you're going to Circle, you can't get lost. Oh, it is Bao. Okay. Welcome, Bao.
I have to go, but before I do, just because Cart needs some catching up, there's a little bit of it.
Go on. I want everybody to think of me as a pretty, pretty girl. That is how I identify. And my pronoun is, hey, cutie.
Well, Finkel's got people talking. This little video has stirred up a hornet's nest.
The fun thing about
free America.
We're not done yet.
Any man has a right to be a pretty, pretty girl if he wants to. That is what our founding fathers fought for.
It is wrong and it is un-American. Feenkel will not be allowed to do this. I, Donald John Trump, declare with my executive order that if he does not man up, Feenkel will be deported.
I am all in favor of it. You be you, Finkel. You be you.
None of this matters. He is a bagel eater. That is all I need to know about him.
Yeah. All right. All right. I was going to explain that both myself and Killing Time, we didn't really say that that's AI, but I guess I didn't need to because you played all those other voices saying things that we know Trump would never deport me.
That was all true. It was all everybody.
That's all true.
Nick Dilligaff, whatever it was you posted that's not coming up, it doesn't come up over here either, because there's a lot of times when things won't be on the YouTube side, but it'll come over here. So there's something that YouTube doesn't like. And sometimes it makes no sense, because I've had things where, like, the worst thing I've said in a comment is, "Oh, darn it." And for some reason, YouTube doesn't like it. But anyway, I do have to go. Maybe someone will come up here and argue with you. I really wanted to see what BTSB had to say.
I also will be moving on, but I'm curious what this comet is. This getting eaten? How do we get her to transmit the comet without it getting eaten? Do you want to come up halfway and put it in the private chat, maybe? And then I will say it out loud. It was a reference to Muxer saying to not say unaliving. Oh, okay. Muxer and I have a non-monetized philosophy that murder, kill, even racial things like the N-word. I don't like the N-word because I just don't like the N-word. But we don't really care what YouTube thinks about the words like murder, suicide, pedophile. People do try to keep their algorithms up and avoid those words. And I don't know. I'm going, send it by email. Okay. And I will read it when I see it. I'm at ilikekimchi91@gmail.com. And let me go to my gmail.com. And if you want me to read, my reply had the suggestion he said to use. Oh, okay. All right. Primary YouTube super chat receipt. That's my last one. My reply. Okay. My 2 cents worth. It must be hard on the intelligence and common sense to see conspiracy behind every door, window, or even having a different opinion. Indeed, and that's what we're observing. I shouldn't say dealing with, because when we watch something on somebody else's channel and allow ourselves to react to it, we're choosing that. We are choosing that. So yeah, we have a choice to let go or be dragged. And yeah, I admit it. I'm getting dragged a little bit. I've been subbed to you for a while, for a year, maybe more at that Bao. I should know how to check. Bao, first time I saw him was he came up on GS's channel and kind of got into it with GS. And then I forgot that he existed until someone mentioned he got arrested. So I scoured the YouTube looking for his arrest. And I found Smurfwatch Transparency. And those cops were evil. Those cops gave him directions. And when he's following directions, they went after him. I never did find out. I mean, he's free now. So I guess that turned out okay in the end. But doesn't. Okay, my Gmail doesn't have anything. Maybe she sent it to Muxter. I'm at ilikekimchi. That's KIMCHI 91. A way to remember that is I learned to like kimchi in 1991 when I was in Korea. At gmail.com. You just said it twice. I just said what twice? You just said it twice. Good. You made this a waste of my time. That's what I'm here for, Ariel. I'm here to waste your time. I would say mission accomplished. And I don't, okay. If I receive an email from MC Dilligaff after I close, I will do a quick one and read that out. She has some suggestions about words like unalive. PDF of my reception is super low. It's there to send. Oh, okay. So you have to click and take a smoke break and have a cup of coffee, and then it actually sends. I'll give it a couple more minutes. But apparently she has some suggestions on people are afraid of words on YouTube, and not unrightfully so, especially if you monetize and you say pedophile, or if you monetize and you say murder, murder, murder. You might get what they call it a shadow ban. You're not really banned, but the algorithm doesn't push you out, and so if you're monetized, that hurts you, that you don't get as many clicks and views. Another big one is the N word. I'm not avoiding saying it because I believe YouTube would get me for it. I'm avoiding saying because I just don't like the word. I just don't read out my name. Oh, okay, yeah. By the way, if you send me an email to ilikekimchi91@gmail.com, I will not put your name, your return address. I'll just the part you want to be told, the advice on words that YouTube doesn't seem to like. Let me rephrase that. That statement, what I just said to MC Dilligraff, I will not share your private information, your email address. I will only send the chunk of the email that says what you have to say about this advice. That's not a universal statement. There are people out there, be warned, if you send me a nasty email outside of the context of this very live stream, I may very well share your entire email, including your return address, and if you sign it with a real name. But in this case, for MC Dilligaff trying to give us advice, I would not do that. Actually, the people I would do that to, they've never emailed me. I guess they know better. All right. Egro. Hey, looks like I have a new email. It is okay. All right. Why do some channels say to not say murder or suicide? I'm not going against what Muxer said. I'm just confused. Okay. If you tend to have chats or visual comments or even heard saying, we'll use the word murder. I can say murder all I want, especially if I'm talking about a murder. If someone kills somebody, I can say murder. Professional people YouTube for what do they call that? When you monetize, you get AdSense. When you get money from YouTube or people super chat you, YouTube could shadow ban you, which means, yeah, it's a type of censorship. It's not an outright censorship. They won't say, Finkel, you're off the internet for saying the word murder. They will say, they'll slow down your algorithm. If I monetize, they might even block me from that video being monetized, as in, if you send me a $20 super chat and I say something to get the monetization banned, they'll refund you the $20 and I'll never get it. Or if it's too late for that, the next time I get a $20 super chat, they'll suck that up. But primarily it's for the algorithm. Murder, because I'm doing that right now for a few days. When I post something new, the algorithm will lessen its pushing to people who may be interested in my overall content. But yeah, you can say murder, suicide, pedophile. I'm only saying it in context for this explanation. I hate the word, but nigger. If people say nigger, YouTube frowns on that. They won't block this video for me saying that word. But if I was monetized, they will inhibit my ability to make money off of it. Yeah, that's a good one, Cart. What's a good one? Reading up, Cart. Turtle. That's a derogatory word. I'm kidding. But anyway, yeah, that was it wasn't advice. It was a question. Okay. If I clarified, let me know if I got that right. And wow, that's interesting. So what got eaten? I'll post it again. Why do some channels say not to say murder? Wow, maybe the very word murder or suicide in chat got the chat deleted. And it wasn't by us, the chat owners. It was by YouTube. Interesting. So there you have it, folks. There is some fact behind. Yeah, I can't share it. I can't just screenshot it and share it without outing the sender. Okay, so we won't. Wow. Why do some channels say to not say murder or suicide? I'm not going against what Muckster said. I'm just confused. That very post, and she's showing it from the chat view, that very post never shows on the StreamYard side, and she thought we were deleting it. So there we have it, folks. Yes, YouTube will delete, inhibit, avoid you saying murder or suicide, or maybe it's a combination. I don't know. I'm always playing. Okay. And I see my conversation has gotten very boring, or maybe Muckster's absent has made it very boring, but we've dropped to 16. It is 12:02 in the PM on the 1st of August, and I'm going to say goodbye. Now, I don't have anything set up for the outro, but I'll throw one in there just for entertainment. There we go. We'll use this one. The guys were making fun of me with this, so this is the outro just for today. Cheerio, everyone. Have a great day.
I'm a pretty girl, yeah, pretty, pretty girl. Shining like a pearl, I'm a pretty, pretty girl. I know who I am, a pretty, pretty girl. Say it loud and proud, I'm a pretty, pretty girl. No doubt about it, I'm a pretty, pretty girl. No. Mirror on the wall says I shine so bright. Twirling my skirt and it feels just right. Labels don't stick, I define my world. Told my girlfriend Holly, I'm a pretty girl. I'm a pretty girl, yeah, pretty, pretty girl. Shining like a pearl, I'm a pretty, pretty girl. I know who I am, a pretty, pretty girl. Say it loud and proud, I'm a pretty, pretty girl. No doubt about it, I'm a pretty, pretty girl. Paint my nails, I laugh, I play. Call me hey cutie, every day. Not a phase, not a blur. This is me, and I'm so sure. Hey cutie, yeah, that's me. I'm sparkly, I'm real, I'm free. Don't need permission just to be a pretty, pretty girl. Can't just silly girl, yeah, pretty, pretty girl. Shining like a pearl, I'm a pretty, pretty girl. I know who I am, a pretty, pretty girl. Say it loud and proud, I'm a pretty, pretty girl. No doubt about it, I'm a pretty, pretty girl. Think girl, F-I-N-K-E-L. He is a pretty girl. 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 If you know, you know.
And oh, by the way, yes, you may restream, recopy anything I put up. Warning, if it does say murder, 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 or it does have something that will be copyrighted, you run that risk. I will not copyright strike anyone for using my material or material I share. The originator might, but I won't. Y'all have a good day. Cheerio. And this time I mean it.